Good day. How's everyone doing? Just wanted to touch base real quick on my $100,000 challenge. A lot of people are saying, oh, I doubt you even have the money and this and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Well, the challenge is for any globetard that can show me using a scientific method, observing, measuring, and repeating sea level turning to sea curve.
Well, shit, if you're giving away $100,000, I'll become a Glober for a day. I'll become a Glober for a day, man. I'll do anything for money. I'll do anything for money.
And of course, while they're at it, they're also going to need, while using the scientific method, to verify.
I look out the window all the time too, T-Stew. I'm always paranoid and looking out the window just like you, T-Stew. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that crap, man. Yeah, we flatties. Yeah.
Measure, repeat, and observe the second law of thermodynamics being violated by having a gas pressure system next to a vacuum without a solid barrier. So that is the challenge in a nutshell. I'll post more details on that as we go, but just
Hey guys, this is Ace here. So I am making this video. I've actually been forced to make this video. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to do this way, but I have been forced into a corner to do this because it seems that Red's Rhetoric, before he has even set the terms with me, has already decided that he has won this supposed bet. And I'm doing this to preempt him. I'm doing this to show that he very likely has not done what he has promised, and I'm also going to run through the mathematics that I have done, which I was not able to fully go through on the previous show.
Conversation is fucking ridiculous. Get the fuck out of here.
Then why don't you leave it?
What I'm doing is more ridiculous than the conversation at hand.
The first time I approached him, I asked him numerous questions. The conversation went for almost 5 minutes, and I got up and left. And the second time I approached him, he stole my property and threw it across the hotel. So then I said,
That was the third time. You didn't fuck him?
Cut the music, Busy. Wait a minute, UNIRock. I've got to read this live chat for a second. Hold on. Shelly says, I would be I would be willing to have coffee with UNIRock. Shelly is willing to have coffee with UNIRock. Shelly's my girl, UNIRock. You're done. You're done. Nobody takes my Shelly. Nobody takes my Shelly, UNIRock. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the nightly show. Busy, turn it up. Pump it. Hit it, Busy. That's right. That's right. Shelly would be willing to have coffee with UNIRock. Shelly, I'm flattered. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and talk to you sometime. Hopefully you'll call into my show. I will give you the ability to represent exactly what JM did. And maybe you could do it after Wednesday. I know that you've talked about going to Team Skeptic. Maybe we could, maybe I could go to Team's channel and me and you and Team could sit down and talk. You know, I'd be fine with that since you talked to Team first. But either way, I'd love to sit down and talk to you. And yes, this is real. This is real, JM. This is freaking real, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I know how it feels, but you can't do this to me, Shelly. You know, he wears weird gloves, Shelly. He's a weird-looking guy. He has the dumbest show on YouTube. Why, Shelly? Why would you do this to me? Oh, I'm sorry, JM. I'm sorry. Anyway, tonight's show is going to be jam-packed with crazy, cringy weirdness. We've got a special segment for you. Flat Earth Cribs is coming up tonight. That's right. A really rich flat earther had UniTV he filmed his house for UniTV, and we're going to be doing Flat Earth Cribs tonight. I'm going to meet the challenge to T-Stew. I've already studied. I've already done everything I've had to do. And T-Stew, your $100,000 is going to be mine. And when he tries to back out of it, and when he tries to act like he doesn't have to give me $100,000, I'm going to take T-Stew to court, because I needs me a new computer. I need I need two computers, actually, T-Stew. And your Hundy Thou is going to fund UNIRock once I meet your challenge. And I know you're going to back out of giving me the $100K like every flat earther does. But if you do have the money, and I've got a suspicion after seeing your episode of CRIBS that I'm going to come for that $100,000. I'll take you to court, and I'll get it if you try to back out on me. Okay? After that, Ace, the guy that was debating on FTFE last night, Ace decided that he was going to make a video to take down Red's rhetoric, and it ended up only turning into a bunch of rhetoric, but I put a video up about it earlier. Make sure you watch it and like it for me. I'm dumb. I've been uploading right before I go live. It's been killing the views on my uploads, but I don't mind, but try to help me out and watch my uploads. So catch that to get the full explanation. You're going to get the shorthand tonight in the show, and then we've got all kinds of more stuff for you. It turns out Nerth and Terpson went on JG's show and decided to discuss what happened between him and George and the others that he harassed, and I'll be damned if he doesn't describe it very inaccurately compared to the video evidence that we have, so we might take a look at that. And we just got a whole bunch more. Oh, non-sequitur show. I almost forgot, damn it. Non-sequitur show update. That's right. By the time I'm done tonight, Nate Brody will be eating his words from his stream last week, which I'm sure he wouldn't mind doing anyway. He eats just about anything you put in front of the guy. And then we're going to actually, I discovered that Professor Dave Explains has a great video on the second law of thermodynamics that fully explains why T-Stew's wrong. So I got backup for it. Then we're going to hit Right the Hand, put up the dumbest video I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if Right the Hand graduated elementary school. I don't think he did. I don't think he made it through 6th grade. You know that show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? He should be on a show called You Are Dumber Than a Fifth Grader. If there was a show You Are Dumber Than a Fifth Grader, Right the Hand would be on it, and I'm going to show you why in just a little bit tonight. We just got so much to show you. Greta, I've got a new conspiracy theory that needs debunking of the highest order, and I'll probably do it live right now. Did you know that Greta Thunberg, you know that little girl out there that's trying to save the world and fight climate change? Did you know that she's a time traveler from the year 1860? Me either, but there's a bunch of conspiracy nutbags that think she is. We're going to debunk that tonight. We've got some video of the moon to shove up Ace's rear end, and we'll have an ace in the hole after that. And I've got a special message for a certain YouTuber. Let's go right now. Here we are. I'm looking at the date. Where is my calendar? It's the 19th of November, 2019. I'm your host, UNIRock. My assistant, Busy, and I are about to broadcast from the east coast of the glorious United States of America. As always, wherever you're from is awesome, too. I love the people in every country I've been to. This is UNIRock Live. Let's go. All right, calm it down, Busy. Calm it down, dude. Calm it down, my dude. Calm it down, my dude. I know, bro. Just hold up. Now, first off, actually, here's what we're going to do. Instead of me jumping right into Flat Earth Cribs, I want to tell you about a non-sequitur show update. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up a file that you need to see. Because I know if I don't pull up a file, I'm going to have ding-dongs dinging all over the place, and they're going to say that it's not real. So let me see if I can pull up this file here. Wait, Glober Mom must watch Mr. S's 3KSEK's dance. It's awesome. Well, okay, Glober Mom. Will do. Will do. Okay. Okay. We'll definitely take a look at that, Glober Mom. Thank you for putting that in the current live stream room. All right, we've got an order filed, signed by the judge, and taken care of and ready for you on November 19th of 2019. And let me check to make sure there's no addresses. Okay, we're good. No addresses, no personally identifying information of any kind. No, there is not. All right. So, Steve has a group of stalkers, cyber stalkers, that I've dubbed the Steve McHaters. You guys hear about them sometimes. I tell you about them sometimes. We discuss them, debunk them, and make fun of them all the time. They decided last week, or maybe a few days ago, to do the ding-dongiest videos that ever ding-donged, and we laughed at them on D-Live. But I didn't bring it to YouTube because I wanted to wait until this was out, until we had some evidence to put out. So they said that Steve's lawyer was incompetent, that Steve was going to fail the lawsuit, and they laughed and laughed and laughed and made fun of Steve and stuff. But in all reality, they just ended up making fun of themselves, because as of today, right now, in front of us, I have this motion filed in the court, the General Court of Justice, Superior Court Division, from Steve McRae versus Kyle Curtis, and it says, basically, without getting too detailed, that this matter is before the court on plaintiff Steve McRae renewed motion for default judgment. The plaintiff initiated the action August 23rd. Plaintiff verified service of process on October 2nd. The plaintiff in his motion for entry of default. And on the 3rd, the court ordered default in favor against the defendant due to the defendant's failure to plead or otherwise respond to plaintiff complaint. To the complaint. On October 9th, plaintiff filed his motion for default judgment. The defendant did not refile a response. That's the most important part. And on November 12th, the court filed an order noting that the complaint was not verified and had been claimed in the motion for default judgment, and no affidavit had been filed providing adequate competent evidence for the findings of fact rectified by the plaintiff. So the plaintiff filed for a motion for default judgment on November 14th, 2019 with an accompanying affidavit of the plaintiff, Stephen McRae, and the rules of the court defendant to respond within 23 days of the filing of this motion. Today, notice is given to the defendant that his response is due by December 9th of 2019, and his absence in the court intends to enter the max default judgment to Steve, and a copy of this order is being mailed to Kyle. It is so ordered on this day, the 19th day of November 2019. We getting back? Not me. Steve be getting back 9-7. That's right. Yes. One more applause, Busy. We need it. And give me a wow, Busy. Give me 2 wows. Just one wow. I don't want to blow everybody's ears out of socket. That's right. You were wrong, Nate Brody. Nate Brody is a person on YouTube that tries to, in a very beta, or what's a better word, soy-filled? We'll go with the passive-aggressive way. He always tries to passive-aggressively take shots at Steve. He lies constantly about Steve. He celebrates anything against Steve. And he was celebrating just days ago, or a week ago, whenever, celebrating the fact that Steve's lawyer had to refile a piece of paper. That's right. I said that correctly. A person who says that he's a lawyer and markets his channel as a lawyer was celebrating the fact that Steve's lawyer had to refile a document. What the hell would he do that for? It's so dumb. I just think he's a bad lawyer. I think that there's 2 possibilities when it comes to Nate Brody of YouTube. There's 2 possibilities for Nate Brody. Get his name right, so that you can know that he's a ding-dong with evidence. 2 possibilities. Either 1, he's not a lawyer, or 2, he's just a really, really bad, really dumb lawyer. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because how in the world did this thing get refiled and go straight through, just like the judge said it would, just like Steve told us it would? So basically, what am I saying? That this paper, having kind of like filing out all these different things that happen, shows you that everything that Steve told us about this was right. A judge that doesn't know Steve McRae basically looked at all the evidence and said Steve McRae is correct. And if you take this paper, if you take this court filing, and you go back to all the times Steve went live or all the times Steve tweeted, and you compare it, it is hard evidence that Steve McRae was being honest with the community the entire time. So personally, I would like to put a request out to a few people. I would like to put a request out to Jimmy. What's his name? Mr. Atheist or whatever. I'd like to put a request out to Jimmy. I would like to put a request out to the Steve McHaters. I would like to put a request out to Godless Engineer and what's her name, Carrie or whoever. I'd like to put a request out to Katie Paulson of Behind a Crystal Ball and every single person out there that took Kyle's side and then refused to apologize to Steve while waving around the banner. I don't care unless it's in a court of law. I don't care unless it's been done in a court of law. And most importantly, I would like to put out a challenge to T-Chump. A challenge to T. Okay, fine. I'll say his name instead of his nickname. T-Jump. You all said that you would not apologize to Steve until it was filed in a court of law. You all said there's no validity, there's no evidence of anything until it's been filed in a court of law. Well, guess what I got on my screen, you freaking ding-dongs? It's filed in a court of law. The judge agrees. Kyle didn't show. Kyle didn't even show so that he could try to argue for the judge not to slap him with the maximum everything. Let me rephrase that one more time. Kyle didn't even show so that he could try to rebut, the judge smacking him with maximum everything. Let that sink in. Let's just say Kyle doesn't show up and doesn't want to fight it. Why would Kyle want the judge charging him like a huge amount of money instead of 50% of the non-sex stuff? He won't even show to do that. Not only that, Steve is vindicated 1,000%. I'm going to say this to all those people I named as a piece of advice as another YouTuber. Screw everything else out there. YouTuber to YouTuber, person to person. When you wrong somebody this bad and you take the wrong side, no one is going to hate you forever unless you keep doubling down, you won't apologize, and you keep acting like you were right all along. Okay? Seriously, it will all go away the minute you apologize to Steve. Let's say, let me just pick Godless Engineer. Invite Steve on your channel and apologize to him in front of your audience, the people that you steered against him. Mr. Atheist, invite Steve on your channel, shout him out, tell people to support him, because you guys not doing that, I'm going to tell you right now, I know you think I'm full of shit, but I've been right about this whole situation since before I've even talked to Steve McRae. If you go back to my first thing on this, you need to get a hold of Steve, have him on your channel. You need to go up and apologize to him in front of your audience. You need to tell your audience to support him and that he has your support. And you need to try to make this right in the best way you can. Because if you do not, I'm going to tell you right now, the internet, not any person, but the internet itself is going to make sure that this haunts you until the end of your career on the internet. Every time you mess up, every time you do something wrong, every time there's a challenge against you, people are going to bring up the fact that you were willing to hate on Steve and not apologize and do the wrong thing, the immoral thing, the unethical thing in this situation, even after you had the judge and the entire court system in your face saying that you were wrong. And it's what? Your ego's too big. What really is it? It's over now. Everything's said and done. So here's what happens, just to get past this segment. Basically, Kyle has until December, He has 23 days from today, from what I can see. He has 23 days from today to try and get a hold of the judge and let them know what the books are. I think he's been ordered to show the books. Now, I'm saying this right now. This is what I've taken from an initial observation. I'm not claiming that this is the absolute truth. The only absolute truth is that Steve has won and that the judge is going to be ordering him to get back his stuff soon. That's the only truth you have. The small details, you got to go to Steve McRae about. Got me? Okay, good. But from what I take this as is that if Kyle, when he does get a hold, if he does contact the judge or he does go in there, he's not going in there to say, oh, wait, I want to keep my stuff. That's already said and done. It's already gone. He's going in there to say, this is the amount of money that Steve was owed. Not, so like let's just say Steve's lawyer throws out, and I don't know, he could have already thrown out a number. I'm not saying he hasn't, but just hypothetically, let's say Steve and his lawyer are asking for $300,000, $200,000, $150,000. Kyle could walk in and say, no, hold on now. It was only $65,000 divided by 2. Because we split everything. You see what I'm saying there? So there's no argument for Kyle to keep the channel. There's no argument. And if Kyle was a good person, he would just take the channel and the password, put it in an email, shoot it over to Steve and say, Steve, here you go. Have it all. I don't know why Kyle didn't do that. Thinking back on it, Steve offered Kyle so many outs in this. But you know what it is? Because people, when they do something this scummy, they'll never really admit it, honestly. It takes like a miracle for them to admit it. They always want to make sure that anyone they can con into believing that they didn't do anything wrong, they can't have that possibility be lost. If he was to go to Steve and give him the channel and admit to everything, then, the 30 people that are left in the world, the entire freaking universe that may believe Kyle with what he says are still believing Kyle, and he doesn't want to lose those 30 people or those 20 people. So he's not going to admit it. If there was one person that believed him, he would still do it. So anyway, I am happy for Steve. Honestly, I didn't know Steve before a few months ago, right? I didn't hang out with him. All I did was know he was on Non Sequitur. I was always say things like, you know, I'd like to know who owns the channel and all that back when I first found Non Sec. Like, whose channel is it? Does it belong to both these guys? Anyway, though, I'm just glad it's all resolved, and let's move on to where are we going next, Busy? What was it? I don't want to do that yet. Can we do Cribs first? Are you sure? Are you sure, big guy? Can I do Cribs? All right. Busy's gonna let us do Flat Earth Cribs, so let's do. What the hell did I didn't mean to push that button. Where'd it go? Where'd all my stuff go? I lost everything. No, I didn't. There it is. Now, okay, we can go to UNI Cribs, Flat Earth Cribs. Let's go.
Just want to show you guys real quick. Verification of the funds.
That's right. This ding dong has put up $100,000 to any Glober that can prove that certain things wrong with evidence about the flat Earth, and I'm going to do it live. Are you listening, T Stew? Hey, T Stew, I'm doing this live. I'm going to do this live. Simply, easily. So I want my 100,000 after this clip's over. You can go ahead and address it to Jason Smith, a la carte UNIRock. Got me? All right.
Now this is just one of my suppliers.
I'm sure it is. What do they supply you with, sir? What do you do behind closed doors, sir?
And commissions.
Oh, I forgot one thing about the non sequitur thing. Nate Brody, you are horrible at everything that has to do with the internet. You're just horrible. You just suck, Nate. You just really suck, dude. Really, you should do something else, man. When you suck this bad, bro, come on. All right, I'm done.
Hold on one sec. And the amount of money I'm going to make.
Okay, so here's what he's doing. He says that he's putting out a $100,000 challenge, and then he whines and cries about the fact that certain people are saying, you don't have $100,000 to put up. So here, listen closely to what he does. He doesn't pull like a bank statement like JM did and like blur out the personal information and show us, hey, my account has over $100,000 in it. No, he doesn't. This is what he does. Watch this.
Just this month.
So he zooms in, and I think it says something 658,164.63, and up here 658,164.63. So does anybody have, I don't know, anything that could be wrong with this whole picture? Well, of course I do. So let's let him talk for a couple seconds, and I'll tell you what glaringly is wrong.
Use. So yeah, here's...
Damn, for somebody with all this money, you've got a horrible internet signal, big guy.
This is just get you guys verified on the funds here.
You didn't get us verified on the funds. I'll tell you why in a second. It's not going to work. I'm just to let you know, T-Stew, it's not working.
I'll also show you my home that I just...
Hey, we're going to finally get Flat Earth Cribs, guys. All right. Flat Earth Cribs, Busy. Yeah, Flat Earth Cribs. I know. Yeah. So here's what he just showed us. He just showed us an Excel spreadsheet. Now, I happen to be trained in Visual Basic, Visual Pro, Visual Fox Pro, and Excel, and all that Microsoft Word bullshit. I have certificates in them. So I know that you can make Excel say whatever you want it to say, ding dong. Now, I'm not saying you don't have $100,000. Why do we care that you have on your job or in your business that much money that clears? Because that's not how much you get to keep this month. You didn't keep $658,000 this month, then you'd be like Bill Gates or some shit, bro. Seriously, you realize how much that is? That's like $8.17 million a year. And that's really bad math, but I was just kind of guessing. It's a lot. So, yeah, you're ding-dong, ding-dong. You're just showing us an Excel spreadsheet. You can go into Excel and punch whatever numbers you want in at any time. At any time. How do we know you didn't just copy a document, open the document, change the numbers in the document, save the document, and then double-click the document in your live stream? Now, if you really wanted to show us that you had enough money to issue a $100,000 challenge, it would be more believable. I wouldn't want you to pull up your bank account information while live, but it would be more believable for you to take some statement of what you have in an account, not every account, but just show us that you have at least $100,000 in an account that you can kind of like generate really quick. Like, let's say you pull it up on the screen, print it out, take a black marker and go over the things you don't want us to see and then show us. That would be a safe way to make people eat their words about you not having the money. But T-Stew, I know you're a flatty and I know it's hard for you to track this stuff, bro. That didn't do anything, though, for it. That did nothing for us.
Just paid cash for that I built myself, along with the land, the 5.5 acres.
Now, the next thing I want to say is, just because he's trying to challenge Globers on the flat earth and all that, I'm not going to hate on the guy. I know I'm being a little mean to him, but I'm doing that because he was one of those guys. He was the guy that was helping Nathan Thompson chase the Globers around. So you recall that this weekend when we watched all that crap happen, and I'm sorry I went live late today, guys. I did 3 videos today. So anyway, when he was the guy, whenever Nathan would find a Glober at the FEIC and chase him around, harass them, put them down, get in their face, try to stick a camera in their face while they're eating and stuff. Now Nathan would get all scared and run and grab somebody, right? And this guy was his first pick. So just so you know, he was the guy in the hallway that was trying to yell things at M. Stone or whoever it was. Not M. Stone, the Owen Benjamin heckler. He was the guy in the hallway with the Owen Benjamin heckler. One of the guys in the hallway. So that's why I think he does deserve a little bit of ribbing. But I do want to say this about him: owning a nice house, having a nice job, building his big house for his family, living the American dream. I think that's great. I don't care if you're a flat earther or not when it comes to that part of your life. Do whatever you want, man. It's a free country. Do your thing. But if you're going to lie about science, don't expect us not to debunk you. And then if you're going to do it in a cringy way, don't expect us not to make fun of you. Okay? All right.
That I also paid cash for. Got an acre pond back here.
Busy. What the hell was that loud noise, man? What's going on? What do you mean? Breaking news now? Right now? In the middle of a show? We've got breaking Uni news tonight, right now, on UNIRock. Take me into the blue room, Busy. We've got breaking news. Let's do it. Wrong room, Busy. There we go. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Breaking news here at UNIRock. Yesterday, I watched an Arwen video where Arwen was having a mental breakdown. Remember it? It was yesterday's live stream. All right, we're golden then. It just so happens on the air in the middle of that live stream, I saw Arwen's About section where he put his Skype information. So I got on Skype and pretended to be a Glober that just realized that the Earth is flat, and I messaged Arwen. Now, you have to imagine how shocked I was when I got up this morning and I had a message on my Skype. So I opened it and read it. It was Arwen. He is going to let me call him. Now, I planned on trying to call Arwen in tonight's show, but unfortunately, he said it was too late at night and he was a sweepy. So, and I tried to do this hours ago. So tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to have to try to stream really early. And while I'm live, before I go live, I'm going to message Arwen on Skype pretending to be a Glober turned flat wanting his advice. And once I get him on the line, I'm going to start my live show. and sit and talk to him with a disguised voice for you live, okay? So keep your eye out over the next couple days. It's going to be one of those random live streams that just pop up. I'm not going to be able to schedule it or anything. I'm probably already saying too much. Now, I've noticed, though, none of them really watch my shows that often. And if they do, they just click in and then leave. So I don't think they're going to find out. I think this is going to work, right? So keep an eye out. A random stream popping up early in the day. In the next few days, it's going to be me talking to Arwen. I'm not going to have an intro. I'm not nothing. Just going to go straight into it. He has no idea. He has no idea, dude. I swear, bro. I was talking to him on Skype. No idea. This is the end of a Uni News breaking report. Keeping you up to date with all the live stream goodness over on UNIRock, Uni News. Da-da-da, da-da-da. All right, let's get back into T-Stew here. Flat Earth Cribs.
Here,
Get it going,
wrap around
Busy.
porch. I make that kind of money because I own and operate an energy company.
Wow. Wait a minute. So you're like AEP or whatever, American Electric Power, and all those different power. Do you own a freaking nuclear reactor, T-Stew? This is getting creepy. This is getting scary.
I started a company back in 2012 where I was working for an energy company, making them millions of dollars. I was their top producer in sales. And I decided...
Okay, I don't understand this. Why would an energy company need somebody to sell their energy for them? Basically, wherever you move, you just call the energy company and hook your ass up and start getting energy. How do you sell energy? Anybody know? Philosopher says, lol, his dad owns an energy. Don't even tell me that, bro. Don't even say that to me, dude, unless you know for sure, bro. Don't even tell me that, man. Upcoming Equal Rights Amendment legal shit show with guest Nate Brody. Where at, Joey? Tell me where to find this. I want to see what that is. T-Stew is a little full of himself. He might be successful, emphasis on might, but doesn't make him knowledgeable. Oh no, he's not knowledgeable at all. He's a ding dong. Solar panels, that's possible. Sorry, but that's more likely than him owning it. Oh, gotcha. I thought you knew. I thought you had some evidence there. Okay. Yeah. I agree with you, Philosopher. No, I agree with you. You don't have to apologize. I'm fine with it. I was just making sure. If that was a fact, oh man, I would have went freaking, I would have had a freaking live stream conniption fit. That would have been awesome. I was just trying to make sure there. I would not be surprised if that wasn't the case, but I'm not going to shit on the guy. Now, there is a little bit of weirdness here because I'm not going to go on in this because this is just boring and he takes a long time to talk. So let me just go ahead and sum up Flat Earth Cribs. So here's what he does for his Flat Earth Cribs. He shows us his house. He shows us his cars. He shows us his lake. He shows us his ducks. He shows us his grass. He shows us his dead grass. Then he shows us his cars. Hold on. Then he goes in and shows us his stupid maps. Shows us his Christmas tree, which for some reason he's already got set up. That's fine, though. Hey, get festive, man. Get festive. And then he talks a little more about the bet, and then ends the stream. He goes on for a long time. So, T-Stew. Are you a man of your word, T-Stew? Are you a man of your word? Because I'm going to do what you said. Let's go to the beginning. I'm going to debunk him right now, and I'm going to give him his evidence that he wants live. And I better get my 100,000, T-Stew. If you're a man of your word, you're going to give me that 100,000. I better at least get I better at least get like 50,000.
Hello.
Glober Mom says it could be that he owns one of those companies that is third-party natural gas acquisition company that goes around and gets people to sign up with them. Exactly. And those companies are a freaking con. They basically just call people in the area over and over and over, and they prey on people that don't know what the hell they're signing, and they lie to them and say things like, well, if you sign up with us, you can save $10 on your energy. How in the world does a middleman company save you $10 on your freaking energy? How? I don't buy it. I don't believe it. But I bet you if he does own a company and it really is his and he's making all that money so easily, oh, I bet you that's what it is. He's a middleman guy that lies to people about what his company does so that he can get clients and charge them an extra $5 on their energy bill. And he tries to get all these clients and bullshit them and then eventually does that. So he is not going to concede no matter how wrong he is proven to be, Uni. It is a pyramid scheme, Uni. I think so, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. If that is, now I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying if that is what he does, then yes, I do think he's running a freaking con operation, a pyramid scheme, or something else. I don't find it a fair way that he's in the middle between an energy company and a customer, and somehow, he can make all this freaking cash while he's as ding-dong as a flatty as they come, and he's not, and he's doing it on the straight and narrow, caring about his customers, making sure not to rip them off. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Maybe he'll prove me wrong there. Where you will not prove me wrong, ding dong, is right now when I accept your challenge and do your challenge easily while live.
Oh, good day. How's everyone doing?
Oh, I'm great. I'm going to be 100,000 bones richer in just a minute. T-Stew.
Just wanted to touch base real quick on my $100,000 challenge. A lot of people.
T-Stew, question before you give me the challenge and I complete it for you. Is this going to be like Flat Out Hero? Flat Out Hero gave out a challenge. Wolfie and I think McToon both did his challenge, and then Flat Out Hero just disappeared. I did a video on that got a good amount of views. Is it going to be like that, T-Stew? Or are you just going to run off when you realize that your challenge can be completed in a snap of a finger?
People are saying, oh, I doubt you even have the money, and this and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Well, the challenge is for any globetard
Gotcha.
that can
I fit the bill there. Ding, ding. Right here. Play it, Busy.
show me using the scientific method.
Gotcha.
Observing, measuring, and repeating sea level turning to sea curve.
So all he wants to see is level, is the at sea level. He wants to see it going into the curve. Okay.
And of course, while they're at it, they're also going to need, while using the scientific method. Hold on.
He's on meth. He gets methed out, looks out his window. He's making sure the cops aren't coming to get him for his pyramid scheme. Sorry, hold on a minute.
To verify, measure, repeat, and observe the second law of thermodynamics.
Got it.
Being violated by having a gas pressure system next to a vacuum.
Okay, so he says this very specifically. So I think he could be trying to pull a flat out hero or flat, whatever his name was, flat earth hero, whatever the hell his name was, flat earth loser. What I did, let's see if I can pull this up. I summed up the entire flat out situation. Let's see if I can get it to come up here. Flat Out Hero, there it is. The saga of Flat Out Hero, the $100,000 challenge gone horribly wrong 12 months ago on this channel, a year ago. Oh, what was that? I was doing these kind of videos a year ago, Dread. I was doing these things a year ago. I hadn't talked to Team Skeptic, Steve McRae, or anyone for months after that. Oh my goodness, maybe it was that I've been doing these kind of videos for a very long time and that I earned my views and that I met everybody after I'd been doing these videos for a long time. Okay, Dredd, just making sure you get this, Dredd, because you did claim that I jumped on the bandwagon to try to get views. There was no views in this back then, ding dong. Okay, sorry, I had to do that. I apologize to you. I'm sorry. So basically, he says, he words it very specifically. That's the same thing that Flat Out Hero did to Wolfie and McToon. He tried to word things very specifically so that he could always win his bet. Always, that anyone would challenge him would always lose. Now, because of the ignorance of Flat Out Hero, he lost his bet, but still didn't pay them because he's a liar and a loser. Now, here's the thing about Flat Out Hero. He doesn't even own a shirt. He doesn't even own a spare shirt. He is broke as they come. Got me? He doesn't even own the fake teeth that replaced the real ones that he smoked out of his head. I mean, Flat Out Hero is broke, son. So here's my point. Flat Out Hero, it wouldn't even have mattered if Wolfie or McToon would have taken him to court or anything. He would have never got a dime. If what he's saying is true about ripping off all these energy customers for his business, maybe, just maybe, I could get $100,000 out of him by completing his challenge right now and then suing him when he doesn't pay me. Now, we got to hear specifically, we heard the first challenge, demonstrate curve at sea level. Got you there, and I can do it easily using the scientific method. But what about that second part of your challenge? Let's hear that again here, T-Stew.
Of thermodynamics being violated. Repeat scientific method.
Quit looking at the squirrels.
Verify, measure, repeat, and observe the second law of thermodynamics being violated by having a gas pressure system next to a vacuum without a solid barrier.
Okay, now basically, he's either saying one of two things. I think what he's trying to say is prove to him that you can have the atmosphere without a container in a scientific way. Basically, that's how I'm breaking down what he's saying. Now, I don't definitely think that, I mean, he knows that all of us can test to him that there is no second law of thermodynamics violation in our atmosphere being next to the vacuum of space. We state that there is no violation there. So maybe he's just wording it wrong, although he may be very dishonest. He may be a bold-faced liar, okay? So maybe he's trying to word it that way so that if once I do right now prove him wrong and prove to him what he's saying is possible using science, I think he's going to try to use those words he spoke and try to play technicality or play semantics to say he doesn't have to give me the $100,000. And then when I take his ass to court and sue him, he's going to stand in front of the judge and whine and cry and try to get his lawyer to play semantic games with the judge. Who knows? But I accept your challenge, T-Stew, and I will debunk you right now, and I better get my damn money, T-Stew. I'm broke, son. I'm broke. I am broke, T-Stew. I want my money, T-Stew, and I beat you just now. If you would like to donate, because I don't think T-Stew is going to do this, you can use the links in the About section, or wait, is Streamlabs working? It better be, damn it. Or you can use the Streamlabs or the PayPal link to make a donation, because I don't think T-Stew is going to pay me. But before T-Stew can pay me, I've got to meet his challenge. Here we go. First part of your challenge, T-Stew, I will show you right here. You did not state that I had to take any footage myself, and scientifically using someone else's footage is very much, you know, I'm able to do that. You didn't put that into your damn challenge, so here we go. This is the sea curving as it goes out. Now, I don't only do I not have footage of a camera zooming in, I've got footage of a drone flying up. I've got so much footage of proof of the curve right in front of you with the camera, with many different cameras, with many different people filming. So this does meet the burden of your sea level curving, especially this shot. Let's go ahead and let the drone go all the way down, and let's watch this.
This fact.
as the drone rises, more and more and more of what was obstructed by the curve of the earth, by the curve of the sea, is brought into focus. And I could just go on all day showing you more and more footage. We couldn't even see those boats when he was down at the base. See what I'm saying here? All right. Now, we've got many different instances of this. We've got complete evidence that it is showing you the curve of the earth. And I could also show you other footage. If you're going to complain about this footage, I'll show you other footage. Now, this is just the easy part. This is just the easy part of T-Stew's footage. We have the curve literally recorded in front of you right here. This is a straight these are straight pylons, electrical pylons. 100% are provably straight, but yet when you look at them from far away and zoom in on them, you notice that they curve out over the earth, because there is a curve that is very much scientifically measurable, visible, easy to see. This picture just shows a bridge wrapping right along that sucker. Look at that. The bridge wraps. That is the curve that you can see with your eyes. No other way around it. You can get on a car and you can drive right out this bridge and notice that it's flat as can be, and yet it curves because of how big it is and of how big the curve is. Now, I would keep going. T-Stew, I could do this for an hour. I could show you example after example after example after example. I could show you pictures that aren't from NASA that show the curve of the earth, that show, I could get some pictures of independent companies, and you work for an independent energy company, and I could get all kinds of companies that have recorded the curve of the earth. I have a satellite company that offered satellite TV that recorded the curve of the earth by putting a camera on one of their satellites up in space. Proven. Part 1 of your challenge has been met and 100% proven. Do not try to use word salad to talk your way out of it. Now, the second part of your challenge was a little harder. I had to do a little tiny bit of studying to make sure that I fully understood what the flatties say about this, what their argument is, and what the answer is to their stupid thingies. Oh, fuck. No. Stop. Am I back? Oh, I'm about to say, don't freaking drop stream. Don't drop on me, stream. This is important. I'm winning $100,000 here. I don't need my stream hiccuping. I had a little bit of a hiccup. I'm sorry. So, T-Stew, you need to pay attention. I know it's hard for flatties to get this stuff, big guy, but this is true. This is easy to understand, and I'm going right now to win my $100,000. I will take your ass to court and get it if I find out you really do have it, by the way, too. I want your name and address so I can serve you a summons if you're not going to pay me. So, my stream nearly died. I'm going to just let it come back in. I'm going to try to let it come back in. Damn it. I hate when that happens. On the 1st of this month, coming up in December, I've found a pretty cheap hard drive. I got a solid state hard drive that I'm ordering. When I get it, I'll be able to fix the damn problems that I have. I don't know. It could be YouTube that's causing that. If it's not YouTube, I'm reinstalling everything on my system on the 1st when I get that new hard drive. So, once that happens, we be good to go. And if you want to help me out, you got a PayPal link right below to help me get that done. I've been using this hard drive for years. It's got 5 terabytes, and it's a big hard drive, not solid state. Once I get it, I'm reinstalling everything so all these issues are solved. The second law of thermodynamics, T-Stew. This is where the flatties get it so wrong. Now, I could debunk you easily just by typing this into Google. Does the atmosphere require a container? And as you see, I could choose any of thousands of sources to explain this to you. There isn't a container for our atmosphere, so we need to think of pressure in a slightly different way. All atoms and molecules in the Earth's atmosphere are held by the gravitational force of the planet. You can get this from so many different sources that, and you could understand it by educating yourself. This is why I always say flat Earth is a condition of people needing to educate themselves, not a condition of, a lot of the other things that people say it is. Now, I'm not going to use this because you're going to want to say, but that has nothing to do with the second law of thermodynamics, UNIRock. So let me explain the second law of thermodynamics to you, show you where you're wrong about the second law of thermodynamics, and show you why there is no violation of the second law of thermodynamics in having an atmosphere that has a pressure gradient that goes up to 0 and enters into space. The second law states that the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time and is constant if and only if all processes are reversible. Isolated systems spontaneously evolve towards a thermodynamic equilibrium, the state with maximum entropy. Now, what the flatties are trying to say is that when you have any air next to an open vacuum, the air is going to try to create an equilibrium, as we know it does in nature, and fill the vacuum or spread itself out in the vacuum. Now, there's a reason, this very specific reason why you're wrong. And there is also a specific reason why flatties try to use this to their advantage, and it's gravity. Have you ever noticed that Nathan Oakley and Sleepy and all those guys seem to all agree on the craziest things? They all agree that there is no gravity, and they act like gravity is the big boogeyman of the world. They act like saying that gravity exists is some kind of, whoa, hold on, hold on a minute. I've got some stuff coming in. I might have breaking news, but give me 1 second. I'm getting my dinger going off here. Hold on. Emergency, hold on. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about, big guy. Yes. Hold on, guys. I think I'm getting a little bit of help here from one of my buddies, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you mean to send me the second one? Okay, I know the first one applies. Okay, the first one good. Oh, yeah. I just had an emergency third observation of Earth curve for you, T-Stew, so I can get my 100,000. Reds, I'll be sending you $2,000 when T-Stew pays me for the submission. Thank you. Oh, shit. He even went as far, T-Stew, as to draw everything out for you and take care of this and get it all nice and scientifically accurate. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to watch that in just a minute, T-Stew. Don't look away. We don't want you to miss anything. Okay, so the flatties have this thing where they think that, they don't want to study, they don't want to learn, and they want to just, in their head, read the definition and then say, oh, well, if we deny gravity, if we say that buoyancy is gravity, or that, they always have that buoyancy argument, and then they take a look at this and say, now the second law says that, heat and energy has to go into the vacuum of space, and unless, though, there's a reason for it. They say that the container blocks the heat from the Earth from going out into space. The big container that they say is there, the dome. But we know there's no dome, and why would there be any good excuse? Well, there is. It is gravity. Simply, scientifically, easily reproducible, and explainable. Now, the problem is I could go in to really advanced explanations of this for T-Stew. I don't know how advanced he wants me to get. I really, though, only have to get advanced if T-Stew doesn't understand it. So, T-Stew, here's the thing. Let me just debunk you in a sentence. Then, if you have a problem understanding that sentence, you can come on my show, and I will literally sit here and play for you every little bit of education that you need to go from not knowing anything about the atmosphere, gravity, and the second law to knowing everything you need to know to graduate high school. We can do that together so that I get my $100,000. But I can do it all in one sentence unless you don't need any of that. So here it is. Flatties say that our atmosphere and that the heat inside of our atmosphere and that all of the energy in the atmosphere should be flying out into space if we don't have a container. But there is an explanation for why that doesn't happen, and it is gravity. It's easy, it's simple, and all you have to do, T-Stu, to understand this is study gravity. Well, here's an example. You could go to Conspiracy Cat's channel. He has another channel called Baldy Cats, and get a very advanced explanation for how as air particles travel up, they start to lose energy, and they start to but they can still be heated by the sun at the upper parts of the atmosphere, but they don't have enough energy left in them to keep traveling up and out of the atmosphere and break gravity. And that's why we have this little like shell or this pocket of air that covers our planet. It's easy, it's simple, it's understandable, and in one sentence, one word, I can debunk your entire thing. It's called gravity. So I've done the first thing, I've done the second thing, but thanks to Reds, I want to give T-Stu, I know he's going to, he may not challenge me as much on the second law of thermodynamics part, because I think T-Stu is going to look at what I said about the second law. He seems like a smart guy. I'm going to kick myself for saying that in the future. He seems like a smart guy. He seems like the type of guy who will realize he could study and learn literally limitless information about the atmosphere and about the second law. So, because you could get really advanced with that shit. Advanced as you need to. But then he'll try to default back and say that the curve, I need to show him the curve more before he'll believe it. Well, luckily, I just got this. Oh, that's not that. I just got this video sent to me from a secret special viewer who's going to hook us up with a full. Oh, you know what I'm going to call it? I would normally call it a debunk, but because we're dealing with T-Stu, I'm going to call it a T-bunk. Here you go. Damn, T-Stu. It's almost like scientifically accurately I can see the curve obstructing the entire bottom of that picture, T-Stu. It's scientifically, T-Stu. Now, T-Stew, I don't want you shitting your pants yet, because I've got even more. I've got an even better bit of proof that I can use to get my $100,000. Now, I do, T-Stew, before I throw this other debunk right into your face here, I want any of people who want to clip this, if you will, please, clip the part where I show T-Stew that I've won his challenge, upload it to YouTube or wherever you want, and tag it and title it with T-Stew owes UNIRock $100,000, and we need the hashtag pay UNIRock in the about section of T-Stew's page. Next up, I'm going to show you, T-Stew, video evidence. Hear me out, T-Stew. Video evidence of there not being a, what did he say it was? Being some container up in the atmosphere. Video evidence of no container. Video evidence that the second law of thermodynamics is not violated by our atmosphere. And a step further, if you, T-Stew, want to do just the tiniest little bit of fact checking, go outside and find a nice hill or mountain to climb up, or maybe take a drive in that nice caddy of yours up a nice big mountain, and at the bottom measure the pressure, and then at the top measure the pressure, so that you know that yes, we do have a pressure gradient that goes up. And take a look at this and realize you owe me $100,000. Reds, I'm literally sending, you get 10% for this, Reds. Maybe 15. We'll argue about it later. You at least get 10, though. I'm saying 10. Busy, 10? Busy. 10 or... No, I'm not giving him 20. What are you doing, Busy? You're going to get part of my winnings anyway. Don't try to help Reds get more.
Lift off. And separation of the solid rocket boosters. And it's in the sun.
Hey, T-Stew, why isn't this rocket, when it's provably going high enough to into space, passing the barrier into space, why isn't this rocket hitting your apparent barrier between the atmosphere and space? Because there isn't one. There's a pressure gradient that goes up to space, you ding-dong. And you owe me $100,000, and Reds is only getting 10%. Not 20, Busy. Well, I need the money.
And bearing separation.
As scientific as it gets, big guy. Damn, T-Stew. It might sting, but it's the right thing to do. Hashtag pay UNIRock.
Where is your god now?
Miko. Wow. Second stage ignition.
It is incredible. Now, T-Stew, boo-boo, T-boo-boo, look, this rocket provably went into space, which means it breached your so-called glass barrier or your second law of thermodynamics violation. And many rockets have done this. I've got video evidence for many of them if you need it. I mean, I could provide you enough video evidence for you to watch YouTube for a month with nothing more all day from wake up to sleep with 4 hours of sleep every night of videos constantly explaining at greater intervals of complexity the second law of thermodynamics, and even more so, these different rocket launches. If you need a camera strapped to the rocket to show you there is no barrier and that we can send rockets into space, I can get you that. Whatever you need, I got you. But there's one cold, hard fact you need to make sure that you track here. You need to track this, T-Stew. You owe me $100,000. I met your challenge, and you're a man of your word. You're a man of God. You're a man of Nathan Thompson. You know, you guys do the right thing. You keep your word. I didn't ask you for $100,000. I didn't tell you to provide this challenge. You openly took $100,000 of your company's money and said you'd give it to the Glober that did this. I just did it. It's only right. I promise I won't give any money to George Soros, all right? I will give 10% to Reds, though, for sending me the footage. So we're waiting, T-Stew. I don't want to have to wait long. You know, you'd have to start adding interest to what you owe me if you wait more than a few days. Now, I know it's going to be kind of like complex for you, so I'm going to make it easy. You don't have to send me a check or anything like that. You can send it to www.paypal.me/UNIRock, or you could use streamlabs.com/UNIRock live, and you can donate that much money. I watched Mr. Beast donate that much money through Streamlabs several times. You can, if you need to make, like, let's say you want to make 4 weekly payments of $33,333.33. You can do that too. I'll take weekly donations of $33,000 if you'd like. Either way, though, it's time. I'm ready, and I need my audience to go over to the channel. It's easy to find. We need to go to T-Stew. All you got to do is type in T-Stew. It's almost like beef stew, but instead of beef, you put the T on it. You know what I'm saying? And then click here, $100,000 challenge to Ball Earthers. Go down in the comments and put #PayUniRock. He'll know what you're talking about. All right, so while I'm waiting on my first deposit into my account from T-Stew, we've got more to look at tonight. It turns out that, coincidentally, what's his name? Ding Dong? Ace. Ace has a message for Red's Rhetoric and the community, so we're going to take a look at it. Ironically, Reds, you got a message. I'm going to play it for you here. Also, I have went and left Ace a message on his channel. I told him to come to the channel UNIRocktv and do his thing. Show us what he's talking about. Come talk. So we need Ace on the show. Ace, I will schedule you tomorrow night.
Hey guys, this is Ace here.
He wrote me back but said, I don't know if I'm going to come on. Come on tomorrow night, buddy.
So
if you come on tomorrow, I will get you Reds or Fight or Team or whoever you want to talk to, and I'll get him here on a phone call. Come on, Ace. Okay, here it is.
I am making this video. I've actually been forced to make this video. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to do this way, but I have been forced into a corner to do this because it seems that Red's Rhetoric, before he is even set the terms with me, has already decided that he has won this supposed bet. And I'm doing this to preempt him. I'm doing this to show that he very likely has not done what he has promised, and I'm also going to run through the mathematics that I have done, which I was not able to fully go through on the previous show.
Not only did T-Stew, not only does T-Stew now owe me $100,000, somebody owes either Ace or Reds. One of them owes each other $500. Now we all know who owes who what. We know that Ace lost the debate. Ace, listen, dude. I want you to hear me out. I don't want you to think I'm against you, because I'm not. Hear me out, big guy. Listen, Ace. You lost the debate. I'm sorry that you did. I'm willing to have you on to let you present all of your anti-moon evidence right here. I will let you present all of it, and we can go through it piece by piece. I will pull up Photoshop. I'm really good in Photoshop and Adobe Premiere. I've been using them for a long time. I've got a full subscription to the Adobe products. We'll pull up everything, and we'll go through it together, okay? I will entertain your claims. I won't just shut them down. I will try my best. Busy. Now, damn it, you wait. No, don't cry now. You don't get a laugh and then cry, Busy. You stay out of this for a minute. Ace, I will let you make your claims here, and we can go through them together. I've been wanting to do this. Now, there's a problem, and Ace, I have a message for you. This is something that I myself had to do. When we go on the internet and we search around for conspiracy videos, especially back when YouTube was more searchable, we had, I typed it wrong, Jim Panda 2012. I said this yesterday, but I want to say it again. Jim Panda has he has a great video that he just put out you have to see. It's Roxanne, the Globalist Denier. You need to go watch that too. It's fucking excellent. But he's got this great playlist that shows you that the videos that you watched on YouTube that made you think that the moon landing was fake, the majority of them are fake. Now, I'm not telling you that the moon landing is real. We can go through that here. I have seen many of NASA's photos. I've put many of NASA's photos into Photoshop. I used to do it on my main channel in live streams for hours. We would just go to the NASA website, we'd download a bunch of high-res photos, put them into Photoshop, and then look at them with all the different filters put over them so we could try to see what we could find. The interesting thing is, remember that blue marble that has the square around the Earth? You take the full resolution of it and put it into Photoshop, it doesn't have the square around the Earth. The problem is a lot of the information has been misrepresented to people. You need to watch this. It's the #1 video that turns people into moon deniers, Ace. Come here, let's sit down and talk from the perspective of a person who's been trying to debunk or confirm conspiracies on the internet for years. I want to be able to hear what you have to say. But also, you have to understand that you may be biased in this. So anyway, tomorrow on Fight the Flat Earth, there's a stream, and it's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So it's a lot different than usual, right? Pay me, T-Stew. Pay me, T-Stew. Sorry. Anyway, Ace, you have got to come here and talk. I'm inviting you. I need you to get over here. Get over here. All right. Now, is this it? Yeah. Oh, no. Here. So, next up, we're moving on. We're moving right on because it is getting late. Oh, my God. How is it 1 in the morning already? I can't even believe it's 1 in the morning. Okay. On Jose's channel, Nathan Terpson decided he would jump in. Yes, Skeletor himself thought that he would jump into the chat and start to describe how big of a bully George is and how much he stole Nathan's phone. He didn't just break Nathan's phone. He stole Nathan's phone. Can you believe that? I can't even believe that. Yeah, look at this. Is this it? Nope, that's the wrong one. Where's my picture? Or, there he is. Yeah, there he is over here. See him? See? Nathan Terpson, he jumped into Jose's chat. Now, we might watch this on the after show because I can't even believe it's getting so late. But take a listen.
Dude. No, dude, I'm not a violent person, dude.
Was cordial, and he was there to listen and learn, right? And do research, rather. And those other guys, they didn't buy tickets. They were there just to interrupt and to cause drama, and that's what they did. So
now I got a question on that.
Who are those guys?
On that line, really quick. Who is got the hot mic? Dross, is it you? Like shaking some tea or something. And that line of All right. So let's say George Nashik. He was sitting down, eating, minding his own business. I think, I don't know if he was the first person, but the first person that we saw online uploaded that went to him and start questioning and asking questions was Nathan Thompson yourself. Now, George didn't go with the intentions of stealing any shit or being a troll or nothing.
I've got some good information for you. Let these guys talk for a second and I'll hook you up.
He was there to learn and to hang out. You know, I don't know what the issue was with him.
What George says in Hangouts disqualified him from ever being invited to a Flat Earth convention, Jose. And the fact that you're confused about that either shows me...
If they sold him a ticket, it's their fault. They either give him back his money or he gets to be there. You guys are really... Not only are you flatties, but you're dirty.
You don't know the story.
I know the story. I know the real story. I just got the real story in my Discord. So I'm going to hook everybody up. But you go ahead and tell us. Let's see if your story matches the real story. And I don't know what he's about to say. I didn't hear this clip. I just know he was there, and I pulled it up for you.
Or you're just stupid.
He wasn't invited.
One second, Dross. I got a little line of questioning with Nathan here. So this is the thing. Whatever happens in Hangouts, I have telling you a lot of things. I created you, Nathan Thompson. I tell you that, and that's, yeah, I know you don't like that. I have tell you a lot of things. I have booted you because somebody gave me a super chat, all of these things. If I go to a conference and I'm sitting down minding my own business, will you approach me and tell me, like, what are you doing here? You're a troll. Why? Because he's George and you guys got a personal issue with him because of the Brian Mullins issue? Or...
Brian Mullins. Remember that name, because I'm about to describe what happened with Brian Mullins. And I got it from a source who was there, who has millions of views, by the way, who was there, who I can't reveal to you, but I'm going to give you the full story of what happened.
Did anything happen specifically in person while he was there? Was he the first one that started trouble, or did you guys approach him to harass him?
Well, I've got it on video, Jose. I covered the entire thing. He approached George, got in his face in a very rude way, breathed his beer mouth beard all over him, and he put his brittly body right up in front of George's face. It was disgusting. I would have cried if I was George.
And caused trouble to him.
Jose, let me be really clear, okay? As far as I know, you haven't called any boards and tried to make inquiries about people's professions.
That's not true either. That is not true either. What he's about to say here, it's not true if he goes down that line.
Or livelihood, or try to get them in trouble.
George didn't do that either.
Now, all I did was walk up to George and ask him questions on it.
That's not all you did. You got in his face. That's the issue. You got in his face. You were very rude. You were very mean, just like you did with this guy. You see, I've got pictures and video evidence of all of this. Oh, by the way, take a look at that. I'm Nathan Thompson.
On a camera, and if all you globe Earth bitches are such pussies,
Well, see, that's the problem. It's not the globe earthers that are the pussies, Nathan. It's you. That's why you acted all tough, but then, you know, crumbled up into a bag of bones the minute anything happened all weekend.
Walking up to somebody with a camera and asking them questions against the law or it's bullying.
Yeah, you globers, bitches.
That is a freaking joke. You all need to grow a pair.
Well, actually, you do. You're triggered. You need to grow a pair because you acted like a scared baby, especially with Team Skeptic. You've got to be really mad about that. You got to be really mad that we know the truth about what happened, that we have video evidence.
I think if somebody just...
It devolves into a complete shit show after that. So what is he talking about? Brian Mullins? Brian Mullins having his job threatened? You know, what in the world could he possibly be talking about? Well, it just so happens I've got the story, so here you go. Brian Mullins, some of you may have seen him. We stumble upon some of Brian's videos every once in a while. Here he is. Brian Mullins playlist all videos. I'm about to tell you the story of an engineer, a real engineer, unlike Bob, unlike the fake engineers out there that just claim they are engineers. I'm going to tell you the story of the flat earth engineer who, after realizing that he could get in trouble, once he realized that he wasn't just going to make a bunch of ad revenue out of what he was doing and it could have a lasting effect on his life, he deleted his channel and disappeared from the flat earth community and from the YouTube community forever. This guy.
I thought I'd give y'all a quick update on.
So I have discovered his videos off and on in the last year or so, looking into this community, and I've always wondered, why can't I find this guy's channel? You know, and then I started getting pieces of the story as it went on. It turns out, and some of you guys may be able to fill in some of the beginning of it, but I know what happened from it. So I'll get more of this story to you as it goes. I'm probably going to do a video on this eventually, an edited video, because everybody needs to know this. They don't need to. Here's what I try to do with my videos. I try to find topics that I am confused about and that I can't find information on online. And I try to make videos about them so that if somebody searches for that person, hopefully they can find my video and get a full breakdown of everything that happened with evidence. And that way they don't have to go do what I did, which is click around the internet. That's what I did for the AVGN video. That's what I did for that one mystery video, that chick that, ate seafood, whatever her name was, right? I try to find topics that, I just wasted all this time searching all this information out, and because it's not on the internet, so I make a video out of it to assist the next person that looks. Well, I'm going to do that with him, and up to now, I've talked to a YouTuber that was there for all of this. I can prove that he was there for all of this, and his channel proves that he's been there since before all this happened. So, this is Brian Mullins. He is an engineer. Somebody in the chat can give you his other credentials and all that. He came online right when Flat Earth was getting like super freaking trendy. And back when YouTube would allow you to create a YouTube channel, get monetized in a few days, and start making massive money if you could get a bunch of views. You could have a paycheck of thousands of dollars if you got a bunch of views this month. And you could do it with a brand new channel. Back in the day, before demonetization, back when every channel got monetized if you applied. Mullins, I think, did it for the money because he's an engineer. He knows these things. If you go watch his old videos where he gets up there and talks about physics and talks about other things, he never really says anything. He just plays to the conspiracy tropes, but in a very complex way, knowing that a lot of people won't have the scientific study or the knowledge that they need to be able to understand and debunk what he's saying, and it woos them up and gets them all they hear from him is he's smart, he's a teacher, he's an engineer, he knows what he's talking about, and oh my God, he's actually saying that the earth is flat. So Nathan Oakley, Nathan Thompson, Jaronism, all of them were so happy that this guy showed up with his credentials, and they all started talking about him, which helped him to go get a bunch more views. But what ended up happening was George, the guy that Nathan got in his face, George was the guy who verified whether or not he was a real engineer. And George ended up finding out that he was a real engineer. But some people found out where he worked. You got me? Now, George, we don't have any evidence that George called his work and showed them or gave them the videos of him talking about the flat earth and telling people it was a flat earth. You know, I don't know that George did that. I don't think anybody can prove it. Joey says he had 2 stints online. He made videos, then he came back 2 years later and made more. There you go. So basically, he got worried that he was going to lose his job. So he deleted all of his videos and took off. But every flatty tries to use him back then as a way to prove the flat earth. They were all like, look, we got an engineer saying that it's flat. We've got engineers saying, and it was feeding the conspiracies of the flat earth. Then they could get up and say, all engineers know that it's flat, but only some of them are willing to come out and tell the truth about everything. You get me? And the added bonus was the flatties loved this guy. They could get lots of views by tagging his name. They could get lots of people to believe in the flat earth by showing his stuff. And he became a flat earth trope, a flat earth trend on YouTube. This guy did, okay? Eventually, though, because people found out where he worked, who he was, and he started to worry it would affect his professional career, He bailed on the flat earth. Now, that ended up angering Nathan Oakley, Nathan Thompson, and Jaronism and all of them. All of a sudden, they couldn't clickbait him anymore because the Globies could stand up and say, hey, he took off, he disappeared, he bailed out. But what they did, in order to kind of be able to exact revenge on the fact that they couldn't clickbait him anymore, exact revenge on the Globies because they took away their #1 ace in the hole on all of this, that's why Nathan Thompson was up in George's face. And they've taken George and turned him into the demonic bad guy because George is willing to call and check if these guys really are engineers. If you recall, I showed you a video a while ago where George was telling people that Bob wasn't an engineer and that others that were on the FEIC weren't really engineers, but yet they were on the FEIC, the Corps of Engineers, the Flat Earth Engineers Corps, which probably evolved from the idea of Brian Mullins. He probably helped them, maybe not inspired it, because I don't know if it came after Mullins. I think it did. May not have, though, but it definitely added to that whole trend thing that they were trying to do, was try to convince people that flat earth engineers exist and they know the real truth because they're not willing to hide it from the people. That's what led to this entire thing with Nathan Thompson being, anytime he sees George, the guy who threw his phone, anytime he sees George, he has a freaking panic attack, a conniption fit. You're not allowed to be here. You can't come to flat earth places because you checked to see if Brian Mullins really was an engineer. But what Nathan Thompson is really doing is lying about George. George did not try to get this guy fired. He can't get this guy fired by checking to see if he's an engineer. You would literally have to get a hold of his job. And even then, why would they fire him for that? They might fire him for that, but why would they? Because he did some YouTube videos about the flat earth. Really? You know, and the evidence is out there. But I've heard rumors. Now, there's a lot of rumors about this guy, and there's a lot of rumors about what happened. So I'm trying to not give you that information. I'm trying to give you what I can figure out now. But I think it would make like one of the best videos ever if I found out everything I could find out about Brian Mullins and put it into a video so that I could kind of, you know, maybe make like a badass update on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag in my to-do room. I think Dav knows about it. I know that I've got other people in my Discord that are pretty big creators that know about it. I'm going to get info from them, but also Negative Exponents. Anybody in my Discord that knows about this story, type me what you know, every detail of it in the to-do room. Type everything you know about Brian Mullins, everything. Every single detail, I give you permission to type it into the to-do room, my UNIRock's to-do room in my Discord, because I want all of your information. And then also I'm going to talk to these creators that were back then, debunkers back then that are in my Discord, and I'm going to get the real story, and I'm going to update all of you. Let me see if any of you guys are adding anything in. He got promoted, allegedly. He got promoted. Promoted. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bob proved the 15 degree per hour drift, didn't he, Uni? He sure did, Cypher. He sure did, man. Put on Jim's server. Cordis and George are there lots. Oh, yeah. I think, what's the name of that server? Can somebody type me the name of that server? Because I think I'm a member, but I can never find it in my server list because it's not called Jim Panda's server, so I can never figure out which one it is. Somebody tell me the name of the server, and tomorrow I'm going to jump in there and talk to everybody and get filled in on some stuff for some videos. Because I got a lot of questions for some videos. So I think it's called, what, Flat Earth Discussion? Or no, I can't tell which server is Jim Panda's. Debate, Flat Earth, and more. Okay, thank you so much, Hart. Yes, thank you. So I will be in that server tomorrow. So if you want to talk to me, jump in there tomorrow afternoon. And I'm probably going to go and hang out with everybody and see what I can find out about these issues that I'm talking about. Now, in the after show tonight, we are going to listen to this show because I want to get some clips of Nerthan Termthan doing his thing. So come to the after show. I still got some stuff to show you right now. But come to the after show on dlive.tv/UNIRocktv. We'll go through this so that I can make a couple more videos making fun of Nerthan Termthan. And we might just listen to a little bit of the Flat Earth debate from today, too, because I like catching up on their drama. All right. Now, let's see. Let's get this out of the way. We got to get this one out of the way, get that one out of the way, then get that one out of the way so that we can talk about Katie Paulson. Then we got to see. Wait, I got to see. Hold on. Featuring Team Skeptic, huh? I want to see this dance. Is it really a dance? Oh my God, it really is. Oh my Jeezy. Here we go. Mr. Sensible, bro. He cracks me up. I got to get him to come on the show. Hey, I know some of you guys talk to Mr. Sensible a lot. Tell him to come on my show.
Nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, don't know these hoes. Face, lips, eyes, nose, camera, click, we pose. Beat, mug, limp, wrist, VIP list. Wave, blow a kiss. I'm that bitch, sis. Left, right, left with a spin, bitch. Where's my stuff? Bitch. I'm so fab, I'm gone with the wind, bitch. Y'all 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm a 10, bitch. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, I don't dance, I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. But I don't work for free. That's not the tea, hunty. So make it rain on me, and I might let you see.
Thank you, Bjorn. I really appreciate that. And
okay, now, next up, a message for Shelly. But first, I gotta get some music to go with the message. Hold on, I gotta get a nice, good little let me see what I got here. Let me see. Oh yeah, that'll work. Ooh, mystery. Yeah. So Shelly would be willing to have a coffee with Uni. Shelly, you got to get a hold of me. Email me, UNIRocktv@gmail.com. I want to hang with you. Come hang out with me. I'm fully behind you. I'm not an impersonable person. I'm professional. I don't hate flat earthers. I don't. I do think, but you think different things about reality. But anyway, we can get past that. Come talk. I'll respect you fully, and I want to get your side of the story. And like I said, if you're going to go on Team's show, I'll come hang out with you on Team's channel because I've been meaning to for weeks anyway, and I just haven't had time to yet. So, and I've been meaning to go to Fight's channel, and I've been willing to go hang out on Red's channels, and I got to get all this done. We all got to go hang out and chill and have a good time. But anyway, Shelly, get a hold of me. I'm willing to also have a coffee with you, and it can be any type of coffee you want. It can be whatever. You want vanilla cream even. Okay. Now, let's get this conspiracy theory out of the way. There's a new conspiracy theory that's popped up about Greta Thunberg, the climate change teenager, the public figure. So here's the conspiracy. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of research into this, and I'm going to fully debunk it. But I can pretty much generally debunk it anyway, but we need to be able to... I think that this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for a couple reasons. Also, I want you to tell me something about this picture in just a moment. So let's pull it up and look at it. This is a individual in Canada from 1865, I believe. This is Greta Thunberg, the young girl that tries to make these speeches for climate change around the world, right? So a lot of people compare these two pictures and say that they look exactly alike. The problem is they really do kind of look alike. I just don't think that they look exactly alike. So what is the conspiracy theory? Here it is. They say that social media users claim that Greta Thunberg is a time traveler after spotting a picture of a very similar looking little girl taken from 121 years ago. So Greta's traveling through time. Back then, while she is playing with sticks, she decided that she didn't want the world to end. So she jumped into a time machine and went to the year 2019 to try to stop climate change. Because if she doesn't stop climate change in 2019, the world's going to end by 2028. She's like a Terminator, but there's no Terminators trying to kill her other than maybe Quantum Eraser. Maybe, oh, baby, AC. Uni, has anyone ever seen a flat believer honestly renounce what they believe to embrace the science behind how the Earth and atmosphere work? Great question, AC. Kind of. There was a YouTuber that this happened to. Somebody type his name in the chat. I don't remember his name. But there was a YouTuber who actually renounced the flat Earth and embraced science. Unfortunately, I found a video of him attacking Fight the Flat Earth a couple weeks ago due to the fact that he was saying that Fight the Flat Earth needs to actualize that evolution is a lie. So he left Flat Earth, but then started following Kent Hovind. In fact, let me find it for you. Anyway, so here's what I got to say to end this out, and then I want to respond to AC. This girl is not Greta Thunberg. It's going to be pretty easy to debunk, and I'll take care of it later. Just keep an eye out for it. But those types of time travel conspiracies, as much as they're fun, and I love looking at old pictures of people, so crazy to look back at these old pictures and think, wow, everybody in this picture has passed away and already lived their life, and it's even their kids and grandkids are probably gone by now. It's so crazy. Here, maybe I can pull it up if I type in Kent Hovind FTFE. Now, anyone know his channel name? Hot Coffee Secret Shadow Gov, thank you. Somebody consider, hey, if you donate on Streamlabs, I'll get the donation tonight, and you'll get to see the super secret new notification. Anybody? Anybody want to hook me up? It would really help out. You don't have to, though. Anybody know what his name was? Was it Curve something or other? Curve something. Oh, what was his name, man? The guy that was attacking FTFE. Gonzalez was a flat earther before. He said that he was part of Nathan O's crew. Yeah, he was, yeah. But the problem with Gonzalez, I don't necessarily believe Gonzalez has completely embraced the science either. I still think he questions it in his heart. I think he still does. I'm not trying to be mean to the guy. Maybe he'll come on the show and talk sometime, but yeah. Anyway, there was a guy, damn it, swapping flat earth for Kent Hovind is just swapping one stupid for another. It's so true, Godless Scummer. So true. Okay, now hold on. Wait, I could narrow the search down. Actually, I might be able to find him by doing... Oh, what we got there? Aaron? It didn't pop up yet. There it is. Jose! Okay, so yeah, I could tell Jose to come talk sometime, y'all. Now, I think his name... Clear Cognition! Clear Cognition. Here it is. Here it is. This guy was a flat earther, and he got interviewed on Fight the Flat Earth because he said that he wasn't going to be a flat earther anymore. But listen to what he did just a few months later.
Okay, this is Craig from Fight the Flat Earth, FE. Look it. I'm in one of your videos that has the most views. I'm an ex-flat earther. And we've talked a little bit here and there. I think it's about time. Like, you try baiting flat earthers to come into debates with you, which is fine. I have no problem with people debunking flat earth.
You should also not have a problem with evolution. Evolution doesn't have to disprove your belief in God. It doesn't have to do that, man. Seriously, you got to let this go.
But if you want to bring it to the next level, well, they'll actually listen to what you have to say. You know, there's great strength and weakness, okay?
No, there's not. There's not great strength and weakness, Clear Cognition. This is another one of your flat earth beliefs that you need to get out of your head. There is great strength in strength. There is great weakness in weakness. There is not great strength in weakness. It's an oxymoron.
Now, I can go on Non Sequitur show or something else and say that why is it that most, not all, but most...
Secret Shadow Gov, I know exactly what you mean. I know all about Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Flat Earth, and I know what hot coffee is. Do you? You know what I'm talking about? Hot coffee mod? You know what I'm talking about?
Most of the Flat Earth debunkers that are more aggressive... that go in debates and really push it are evolutionists.
So what? We're not going to pander to their crazy way of thinking to try to get them away from the flat earth. We need to get them away from the crazy thinking, man. Listen, Evolution is also backed up in genetic study also. So there are many different things that you're going to find out if you really study the topic that shows that evolution is something that happened on our earth. You don't have to let something like that scare you about your belief in God. Your belief in God is strong enough. It's not going to stop you. Evolution isn't going to stop you from believing, man. See, this is the problem with Kent Hovind. He attacks evolution. He attacks scientific history. He attacks scientific study so that he can try to justify a belief in God because he's scared that there is no God. You see what I'm saying? If you have a strong belief in God, it wouldn't affect you.
If you want flat earthers to really listen to you,
Dav, you're 1 subscriber away from 200. Well, I'll help you out, man. Dav, do me a favor. Drop the link to your channel every 5 minutes and say, please subscribe. Help me get to 1,000. We'll get you to 1,000.
Fight the flat earth. Then you need to start admitting the failures and frauds of evolution and how it does take faith. You might have evidence.
Bro. Now, this is the flat earther that woke up from the flat earth while he was on different debunking channels. He regressed to Kent Hovind. He replaced the flat earth with Kent Hovind. It's sad, but it's true. So, are there flat earthers that wake up from the flat earth and walk away from it? Yes. Most of them aren't willing to publicly state it. Most of them just pretend they never believed in the shit. Most of the ones that you find are willing to go around and talk about it, they end up doing some crazy weird shit later down the line. You get me? It's just one of those things. All right, what else we got? So this video was turned into me. I think it was Glober Mom, or Glober Mom might have turned in the other video. I don't know. He's only woke because he lost a bet, Uni. He won't pay. I'm with you, Vrillian. I'm with you, my friend. It's good talking to you today, too, Vrillian. I'll be in there again tomorrow, man. I'm trying to get in there around dinner time every day. Come in and talk to me tomorrow, buddy. C. John Leonard Wasson, 19 November 2019. Holy shit, this is from yesterday? Oh my goodness, look at how close we can zoom in on the moon now. Wow. T-Stew, you owe me. T-Stew, you owe me $100,000, T-Stew. Pay up, T-Stew. Everybody, go type T-Stew into YouTube. Search him. He comes right up. Go to his $100,000 challenge video. Hashtag pay UNIRock. This dude's paying me or I'm going to take him to court.
So that is the challenge in a nutshell. I'll post more details on that as we go, but just want to show you guys real quick.
Freaking ding dong. Oh my God, wouldn't it be excellent if he could actually zoom in and see like the lander or something like that? Eventually we're going to get there. Eventually we're going to get there. You guys understand how crazy it is to even be able to zoom that much? Could you imagine zooming in on the Earth from space, way out in space, and being able to see tiny details on the surface? That's what we would have to do to see footprints on the moon and to see the trail on the moon. Eventually, we will get our technology there. But as it sits right now, we're getting closer and closer and closer all the time. Okay, we already did that one. We already did that one. We already did. And Reds, thank you, my dude. I need to get you on the show, Reds. And next time you do a hangout, please invite me. I want to come talk on your show, buddy. Already did that one. Now, we are up to this video. This person seems to think that any channel that discusses her, she can copyright. But back when she used to have her other channels, she used to show other people's videos all the time. And she still sometimes shows videos of other people. Does that mean that those other people can copy strike you? No, you need to read fair use. You are spitting in the face of free speech, Betty Washam. You are spitting, and you don't believe in the Constitution like you say you do. You don't believe in any of those conspiracy theories. You are as un-American as it comes. You think that because your voice appears in a video, you can strike it. That's against the law. That's why when you strike my channel, YouTube takes away the strikes. Yes, every once in a while, you can go strike somebody else because they'll play a little bit extra of your video, and YouTube will go ahead and take them down. The reason why all the strikes you file on me get reversed is because it's illegal for you to file a copy strike against me just because your voice appears in it. I can play an entire video of yours, and as long as I provide commentary throughout it, it is legal for me to do it. It is my copyright. If I take your work and it is transformative into my work, it then is my copyright, even if you appear in it. You are putting these videos out publicly, which by law is allowing us to be able to commentate on them. If what you're saying is true, anyone that appeared on the news could just sue the news and copy strike the news. They can't. Anyone that appeared in the documentary could just sue the documentary and copy strike the documentary. They can't. If you're in a public space and you are filming yourself and putting out that video publicly, other people have the legal right to commentate. And I'm going to commentate on your video, and then I've got a message for you. Let's see it.
And didn't need someone like Sovereign and all his crew, UNIRock, and
I am not a member of anyone's crew. Stop lying through your rotted teeth, please. Well, please. Hey, you called me fat. I'm calling you rotted meth teeth. You can call me fat. I can call you meth teeth. It's how it works. It's called fair.
and the rest of them tearing you down. Because
you are tearing yourself down.
UNIRock, you're next.
Then she says, UNIRock, you're next. I'm next. She took down some guy named Sov's channel, admitted to taking down his channel. It says right here, I take all responsibility for Sov's stalker channel removed. She is saying that she deleted a commentary channel off of YouTube. She false struck a commentary channel off YouTube. Then she says, I'm next. Why did YouTube remove the strike you filed on me? Why? If it was some agreed thing, how were you able in your channels to play other people's videos? Whether they're on YouTube, whether they're a celebrity, whether it's a news clip, you used to do it all the time. You still do it sometimes. You are wrong, Betty Washam. So, Busy, you've got a message for her, right? All right. Brainy says, here's my Unicrew payment for November. Thank you, Brainy. Appreciate you, my dude. Loving the live streams lately. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. And need any help, let me know. So, Betty, Busy has a message for you. I can't find it, Busy. Does it matter which one? Okay. I'm getting there. Ah, don't yell at me. Betty, you're a witch. Betty is a witch. Betty is a witch. She's a boomer witch. Betty, you're a witch. Get up on your broom. You can go zoom, cause you just a boomer boom. Betty, you're a witch. Get up on your broom. You can go zoom, cause you are a boom. Betty, you're a witch. Jump up on your broom. Go zoom. Betty's a boomer. Boom. Betty, boomer. Betty, boomer. Betty, you're a boomer. Zoom on your broom, bitch. You a zoomer, broomer. Good job, Busy. That was a great song. No, I liked it. No, it was pretty good. Zoom on your broom, boom. I like your song, Busy. Yeah, it's nice. So I guess that sums it up, Betty. Zoom on your broom, boom. Next up. All right, so this guy right the hand thinks that there is no such thing as a gas, only fluids and solids, plus Red's rhetoric, double talk. God only knows, guys. This guy is the most uneducated individual other than Betty Washam that I've ever seen on the internet.
Right the hand, we're going to be talking about how flat earthers use logical fallacies and nobody calls them out on it, even ballers, when it's brought to the attention of, because they're both on the same team and it's all about the debate and not the exposure of the truth. Exposing? I don't know. All right, we all know this logical fallacy. If P, then Q, Q, then P. You know, if I'm full, I ate hamburgers, I'm full, doesn't mean.
You are the dumbest person that I've ever heard talk other than Washam. Right the hand. Where did you get your education? Where did you learn anything about science? Where?
I ate hamburgers. Right.
You just equated the equation for what force, mass, gravity, I can't remember. You just equated a scientific equation to eating hamburgers.
So let's try with this one. If we can pressurize air, then the atmosphere...
D, thank you, buddy. And I got you right here, man. There it is. I did not mean to remove your wrench, D. I apologize, big guy.
...is pressurized air. We can pressurize air, therefore the atmosphere is pressurized air.
No. Ding dong. My God. No. The atmosphere is pressurized because we can measure the pressure of the atmosphere. Say it with me again, ding dong. The atmosphere is pressurized because we can measure the atmosphere's pressure. You got it? Okay.
Air. That's a logical fallacy. Now we'll go, how do we know there's pressurized air in the atmosphere?
Because you can measure it, ding dong.
A barometer. Now you'll hear everybody on the Flat Earth camp say this till they're sore in the face about how...
All I know is I cannot stand your voice. Can you hurry up, please?
How the atmosphere is pressurized and we have a container and how gas fills the available volume. Always laws of nature.
No. We have a gradient. Okay? So quit being a ding-dong, you ding-dong.
This is sulfur hexafluoride not filling the entire volume. It is sitting right there in that container. Now, people on the other camp will say, but it will disperse eventually and fill the entire volume. Okay, so telling me what you believe is a religion.
What? Telling me what you believe is a religion. No, it's not. No, it's not. All of your beliefs aren't a religion. If you believe that fire burns your finger, it's not your religion that fire burns your finger. Ya freaking ding dong. This is the problem in your thinking, right the hand. This is what's wrong with you. This is why you have problems in your life, and this is why you have problems on YouTube. This is why you have issues putting your pants on, tying your shoes, cleaning yourself. All of these things are linked. It's a problem in your brain, sir.
I can clearly see right there in front of me that the gas is not expanding to fill the entire...
Jesus, criminelli on a Sunday. What's your point, sir?
Volume. You telling me that it will later is not proof that it does. That's proof that you have faith that it will. A stupid proof.
No, you can prove it. You can watch it. You can measure it. That's what science is. My Lord, sir. Is this you in real life, or is this... I hope this is you acting. I hope this is not you in real life.
To show that that gas has expanded into the room.
I can't take it. I can't take it. It's not the stupidity. That's a lot, but I'm used to constant stupidity. It's not any other point of the video. The reason why I got to turn him off is because he has one of the most annoying voices I have ever heard. And I've heard some annoying voices, y'all. Okay, so the last story we're going to talk about is Katie Paulson. Now, Katie actually impressed me a little bit. I've been watching this on DLive. It turns out Katie got her start from the Non Sequitur show. When you've got a really popular show out there and a lot of people are watching it, it's basically like one person appearing on that show can get a really big boost to their online presence. It's the hardest thing to do online, is to get attention from people. And then let's say you got 100 people that find your show. Only a percentage of those people are going to like you. They're going to not, only a percentage will like your content and what you do enough to stick around. Katie got an enormous jump in her presence by being on Non Sequitur. Then she started her own show where she talked about reality TV and gave secret information about reality TV that was going on behind the scenes. And eventually it led to all the drama that we saw with her accusing Steve of breaking federal law and shit when he didn't, but yet she was telling people that he did. And the evidence is on Twitter. Now, what's the issue now? A video is released of Katie Paulson that she's not that happy with, and it seems to show an opposite kind of character than the one that she plays on YouTube. Take a look.
It's so hard.
Even she's annoyed by that, sound, that voice.
Chelsea just is so white. I just don't know, Cole. I've got anxiety. I need my pills, Cole. I just don't know what I'm doing. I have to calm my dad. That's my Chelsea voice.
So she's making fun of some Chelsea chick because Chelsea has an anxiety disorder and needs her pills.
Hi, this is Katie. Was my Chelsea?
Damn it, Busy. Stop making my stream do that. Make my stream work, Busy. Make it work, Busy. Stop talking over yourself, Busy.
Voice really good. Dad, I don't want Adam to see Aubrey. Daddy, I need my anxiety.
Oh my God, Busy, please. Get me a couple pencils. I need to jab them into my eardrums.
Dad, Cole, I can't handle it. Oh my God, I can't take it again. Turn it off. Turn it off. Please, UNIRock, don't play it again.
I won't play it again. Don't worry, Busy. I think she's done talking.
Oh God. I don't know. Can I do Leah? I can't do the southern accents very well.
Hey, Busy.
Oh, thank God it's over. Thank God it's over.
Hey, Busy.
I need my anxiety meds. Dad! I can't handle it.
I'm sorry, Busy. Dude, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, God. Don't start crying on me. Please, stop. Calm down, Busy, please. Okay, so Katie Paulson got busted making fun of this chick's anxiety disorder. So why is that relevant to anything going on? Well, because she deserves for us to actually retweet this to people. It's already got 300 hearts and 27 retweets. Head over to Steve McRae's Twitter and retweet it for him because she needs this to go viral. She needs to actually get a little bit of heat for the way she's been acting lately. How's she been acting? She uses her newfound clickbaited following in order to try and lie to them to get them to go out and do things for her and hate on people. I hate saying it. I used to think she was pretty cool and stuff, and I used to, hey, she's all right. But after all the stuff she's done, after what she said about Steve, she helped perpetuate. I saw it on Twitter with my own eyes. She's one of the ones that helped perpetuate this whole thing about Steve McRae defrauding the government along with Godless Engineer. Yes, that's the main reason why. A lot of people still don't like it when people talk about Godless Engineer in a negative way. I'm sorry. The dude literally told people on Twitter, I criticized him for it, and I put it into videos, that Steve was defrauding the government, and he didn't even know that Steve was. How does a skeptic that debunks flat earthers do that to somebody just because they don't like them? And it all went down to the fact that these guys didn't like Steve and needed to demonize Steve so that they could keep Kyle's friendship and go on Non Sequitur and get those views. And I just think it's so indicative of the wrong side of YouTube, the wrong side of what we do here. Throwing people under a bus and supporting people stealing channels from other people when you know these people would flip out if anyone stole their channel or if their channel were in trouble. That, again, goes back to Mrs. Betty Washam. I know that Betty Washam doesn't like when her channels got deleted in the past. Oh, wait. Oh, busy. I just realized something. Is it true Is Betty now evading YouTube bans? Oh my God, that's right. The last time Betty threatened to crowd strike my channel and then did crowd strike my channel, got me a strike which YouTube took away a day or two later. I promised Betty that if she did this again, I would inform the community of how Betty Washam is evading ban from YouTube. Betty has been perma-banned from YouTube for doing criminal things with her YouTube following against children. She threatened a 16-year-old. The video is on the internet. You can still find it. YouTube deleted Betty Washam's channel for threatening physical violence and after doxing. She doxed the same 16-year-old girl, not even an 18-year-old. That is what Betty Washam did. Go find the clips if you don't believe me. So what should you do about it? You should go to Betty's channel and freaking let YouTube know that she is evading bans and that she was the one who doxed and threatened a 16-year-old and lost her channel because of it. And I wasn't going to freaking do this, Betty, but you want to threaten to strike me again? And I know you're not bullshitting because you did it last time. I'm going to stand up in front of all of my community and let them know what you are and let them decide what to do about it. It's Betty Washam. Here's how you find her channel. You go to the YouTube search, you type the word Betty Washam and hit enter, and then looky there. Now, she used to have 20,000 subs until her channel got deleted the first time for talking bad about these kids in Florida that were in a you-know-what I can't say here. Then she had another channel with either 8 or 12,000 subs. That's the one that got deleted when she threatened the 16-year-old and doxed the 16-year-old. Now she's back with another channel, and what is she doing? She's acting like an idiot, getting all drugged up on her freaking channel, doing stupid stuff, and then when we laugh at her for it, she tries to strike our channels, claiming that if she appears in our channel even for a split second, she has copyright over our videos. Well, guess what, Betty? You don't have copyright over my videos. And the fact that you act like you do is so anti-free speech, it's so anti-YouTube in general, that you deserve what you get. I'm UNIRock. Thanks for watching. Remember, the most important thing in tonight's show is that T-Stew owes me, the first Glober, to get up on YouTube and do a video that met the requirements of his challenge, $100,000. And the difference between this guy and Flat Out Hero is that he purportedly actually has the money. If you would rather sign your house over to me and I could put it up for sale and get my money that way, T-Stew, fine. If you want to give me all the vehicles on your property along with all of your computer equipment, I wouldn't like that. But if you have to do that rather than give me the money, as long as it adds up to $100,000 used, the used value of it, and as long as I get to liquidate it up to $100,000 in cash, fine. So yeah, you might have to give me a lot more than $100,000 worth of stuff. It just depends on what I can sell it for. But you need to do what you said you would do and give me cold hard cash into my PayPal account, www.paypal.me/UNIRock, or you could use Streamlabs. I'm partnered with them, www.streamlabs.com/UNIRock Live. And man, would it be really awesome if I got one of you to donate on Streamlabs so that we could see the R1 pop up? Anybody want to drop a 20 spot or a 10 spot down there? It'd make me happy. You don't have to. And we get paid from YouTube in 2 days, and I won't be mentioning my pay links as much after that. Don't worry. Okay, I'm out of here. So we are going to go out of tonight's show with Betty's song. Betty's song. What's the title of it, Busy? The title is Betty Washam is a Witch. Get on your broom broom and go zoom zoom because you're a boom boom. It's a pretty long title. Say it one more time. Betty Washam is a witch, so get on your broom broom and go zoom zoom. You're a boom boom. Got it. Got it, Busy. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I, right now, am heading to D-Live. You'll see it pop up in the chat, the link to D-Live if you don't have the link. It is dlive.tv/UNIRocktv, or you can follow the link that's coming up in the chat. I just appreciate you guys. Busy, you going to take us out with Betty Washam's, song? Do you mind? Do you need to prepare? Are you already ready already? Are you good to go there, big guy? Come on, man. The audience is waiting on Betty's song here. Go ahead. Let's go. Betty is a witch, so get up on your broom broom. You go zoom zoom, you boom boom. Betty is a witch, so get on your broom broom. You go zoom zoom, you boom boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom broom and go zoom zoom, you boom boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom broom and go zoom zoom, you boom boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom, go zoom zoom, 'cause you just a boom boom, boom boom, Betty. You're a witch, Betty. Boom boom, 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 zoom zoom zoom. Good job, Busy. Good job, big guy. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom and go zoom, you boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom and go zoom, you boom boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom, go zoom zoom. Stupid boom boom. That's right. Shut up. Yeah, I'm busy, baby. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom, broom, and go zoom, zoom, you boom, boom. Betty is a witch. Get up on your broom, broom, and go zoom, zoom, you boom, boom. Betty is a witch. Yes! Was that Kristen coming through? That's right. Awesome old school uni times. Betty is a witch. Gotta get up on your broom, broom, and go zoom, zoom, you boom, boom.